to see the technique again. So let's just assume his injury is somewhere under there. I'll have sprayed it, because if we're doing this kind of unload athletic taping, that means he's going to go play. So we want to make sure we have sprayed. We put our anchors just on the borders of the white, or just on the insides. Now I've already pre-cut. Let's sort of assume. Okay, so what I want you to remember is it's really better to kind of always go a little wider and fatter than the injury, because you can always put your anchors in tighter, okay? What we don't want is again that little baby shape, and that we really haven't taken into account all the muscle fibers. So what you're going to do again is you're going to put your thumb down on one piece. You're going to go and gather up. Now some people said that they had pain when this went on. There really shouldn't be pain. This is a technique error, so it's just you guys learning. So thumb goes on, you do a light squeeze and a lift, like I'm trying to pull his gastroc up. Then I pull into my tape and lay it down across to the opposite anchor. What we don't want is that we're just pulling. Okay, that's going to feel like the skin burn. Okay, you really want to get the technique down that you're doing the unload. You're lifting, I'm squeezing and lifting, I'm pulling up on my tape, which is even lifting more, and then I'm just laying it down. There should be really very little to no pain at all when I'm doing that. Okay, and you don't have to squeeze, you have to sort of squeeze with a lift. And that's the other thing, don't like squeeze out their tissue, because that tissue's injured. So that could have been maybe just over gripping with your squeeze. It's a very light technique, and he really shouldn't even feel I'm doing anything, except he might feel a little lift, pull, and a lay down. Okay? Then you would re-anchor and then cover. Okay? Now some athletes will fight you and they'll be like, I don't want all this tape, the wrap. Now if you really clinically think you have to state that case, and then ultimately it's their body, they get to decide, you know, if that's going to work. If they don't want all the full wrap, what you could do is take another piece of coverall wider than all of this and lay it down and re-spray around to re-anchor another piece of coverall to their skin. So at least try to ensure they're getting some protection, that it's not going to just come right off. Now some athletes who wear leg sleeves or calf sleeves, I'd be okay with maybe not doing this full thing, because they're going to do some compression on their own. That's going to keep it on. Where you got to get concerned is a really long event, that this could potentially, they could sweat it out and it'll come off. Now some you know, teams play at halftime, you get to retape them at halftime. But other sports, you don't get to do that. There's no break. A race, for example, you know, a triathlon or a marathon or 5K or something, there's no break. You don't get to retape them. It's one shot, they got to stay out there. Okay? So that's just another little quick comment on the technique. So start practicing your technique. It's a squeeze and a lift. Lift the tape, pull it across, and lay it down. Don't just kind of crank into it, because that you might hear this leg burn. Free wax. Okay.